Hello guys, good morning. It's Saturday here. This is my trade recap on the week that just ended yesterday, being Friday. So let's jump into it quickly. Here is my gold. This is my gold recap. So on this occasion, let me try to remember what day it was. On this day, I think that was let me see, that was on Tuesday, from if I'm correct. I remember on this day I spent most of my day in court because of my brother's case that was being adjourned and all that. So while I was in court, I definitely saw a buy opportunity on gold. So what happened? I saw an opportunity on gold. I was risking this, and then I was targeting this as well, twice as that, which gives us a good ratio reward. So I was definitely targeting a buy, which I eventually did enter a buy. And then, based on the fact that I had no time, and also in court, you're not allowed to also make noise and all that. So I didn't have the time to check on my trade. So I allowed it, I just left it. I only entered and then later checked. I saw that I was on profit. And then that was it. I updated the WhatsApp group about the trade. And then by the time I got home, I saw that it's already taking me out of stop loss. So fast forward again, what happened again? I saw an opportunity to go in for a buy, which I did enter a buy again here. I entered a buy here when I saw a rejection here, so I entered the buy. Then what happened again? Got stopped at again. That's a 10.80 pips. So fast forward again. I think this now is on Friday. Fast forwarding to a Friday now because I've definitely been bullish on gold. So what happened again? I saw an opportunity again to go in for a buy. I saw an opportunity again to go in for a buy because, as you can clearly see, I saw an opportunity to go in for a buy. But what happened? Definitely got stopped at a gain on gold, 10.60 pips. So then I said to myself, okay, definitely let's see what's happening. Then what happened? This was on Friday. These two trades was on Friday. So you can clearly see where I entered, and you can clearly see where I entered also. So I then said to myself, okay, you know what? Let me then go in on a buy on this level because I see that the market is going to be bullish. But what happened? Eventually got stopped at 10.97 pips. You see it. So I got stopped at on multiple occasions on gold for the week that just ended. So the week that just ended, definitely I was bullish on gold, but eventually got stopped out on multiple occasions. You see, so that was it for gold. Let's quickly jump into GBP USD. So also I was bullish on GBP USD as well. So what I saw eventually was I definitely saw a market structure definitely forming. So what I did was, you see, clearly see, I went in for a buy. I went in for a buy from this place and eventually got stopped up. It did only this movement and then reversed. I think this definitely a reversed here because of the news that came out on GBP USD, which was bad for currency. It got to this level, so it couldn't, the buy couldn't push the market further. So then it turned out that it hit our stop loss. On this situation, eventually I was risking 30 pips, but while this trade was in my favor, I tightened it to 15 pips. So as you can clearly see, market then came, took us out on SL, which was the GBP buy setup, definitely got hit. SL got hit. So I got stopped at on this GBP USD because I was bullish on GBP USD. I was bullish on gold. So, and then on Friday as well, I went in I think I went in on a USD trade. So what happened? Remember the earlier the week I showed you guys definitely this trade, which got smashed, take profit got smashed. So eventually I was risking 30 pips. Then why the trade after this rejection, then I tightened my stop loss, and this rejection happened when the fundamental news came. There was a fundamental news that came, so which definitely was definitely bad for the currency, US dollar. So when I saw this weak rejection, I definitely knew that we going for a sell. So I tightened my stop loss from 30 to 5 pips, and as you can clearly see, take profit was smashed on this trade. So on Friday, which was yesterday, I also saw price eventually pull back to the same level that you can clearly see looking left. The same movement, I expected the same movement. What I did was to position for a sell. So I saw this price here. I see, what did I say here? I saw the cycle level acting as a resistance. I saw the low of the week also acting as a resistance as well. And then I was just waiting for a normal pattern. So I knew exactly that this market was going to dump to the downside because of this rejection here. And then what happened? I went in for a sell, and then price got here and then reversed again. And you can clearly see there was a rejection here on these psychological levels because I knew definitely if it was a sell that this psychological level was going to act as a resistance. And as you can clearly see also, this was acting as a resistance as well. You see, the low of the week was acting as a resistance. So I knew that that was going to be the force to push the market down. So what happened? I went in for a sell, and then on this level here, I closed off on this trade because it was already late. It was already late. I think it was around 9. Let me see. When price got here, it was around, yeah, I was correct. It was around 9:15. So I definitely closed out, and eventually I told myself it's already Friday and I just have to close because it's weekend. So that was what happened. That was my weekly bias for the week. Yes, you can clearly see it wasn't the best trading week. It wasn't the best trading week, but what can we do? All we can do is to reposition again for the week, the coming week. So I just needed to give you guys this recap on my trading week. As much as it was tough, as much as there was a lot of multiple SL hits on my trade for the week that just ended, but eventually next week we're going to do better. We're going to position again with the same mindset, with the same discipline, with the same risk management, and yeah. So I just wanted to keep you guys posted. So if you definitely want more of my daily bias and want me to post more of my ideas as well, I want you to like, subscribe for more.